This is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN.Network, and we are a proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metals Summit Beaver Creek being held virtually this year. Joining me right now is James McDonald. He is the president and CEO of Kootenay Silver. It's a publicly traded company. The symbols are KTN on the TSX Venture and KOOYF in the US. James, thank you for joining me today. How are you doing?
Robert, it's good to be here and I'm doing well.
It's good to have you on. So let's start off with a very quick overview and history of Kootenay, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, so Kootenay Silver was established as a project generator, grassroots explorer as a private company. It went in about 2 years, it went public. And we shifted our focus from British Columbia, Canada to Mexico in around 2006 or 7. Made our first drill discovery in 2007 and 8. And then a second discovery in 2015 and an acquisition of a third discovery or resource in 2016. In the last couple years, we shifted our focus to looking for opportunities of high-grade silver veins, classic Mexican high-grade vein systems. We were fortunate enough to get ourselves into 2 different ones. That hadn't seen, in one case, any drilling at all historically, and in another case in 35 years. And we've been drilling those 2 projects last year in Columba, extensive drill program with lots of great results coming out. And then the other, Copalito, we started drilling that one for the very first time this year. Got 10,000 meters of drilling we're doing this year minimum. And so pretty excited about to see what those results are looking like.
Yeah, you know, you actually, you touched on where I wanted to go next with this, because we did an interview together at Precious Metals Summit. The last one I believe was in 2018, so about 2 years ago. So what would you say then are some corporate highlights that you'd like to focus on, you know, let's say in the last 12 months?
Well, a number of big things that happened. First of all, we're hitting great results on that Columba project. So it's a big vein system, hadn't been drilled in 35 years. Historic results had shown real great high grade numbers historically. And last year we went in and we confirmed that. This year we're showing real good continuity on one of the veins called the F vein. Great continuity over 700 meters. Now we're moving away, testing additional veins, and then once we see those results, we'll come back in and infill. The other big thing is we're drilling Copalito, another high-grade vein system that's never been drilled before. So we got those results up and coming. But I think the biggest change here in the last only 8 weeks is the silver price finally breaking up over that barrier of $20 and breaking out in a big way. So this really puts back on the table what we want to do with our La Ceguera resource and our Promontorio La Negra resource property as well. So those 2 projects are going to be coming back to the fore in the coming months.
And then, you know, let's remind our audience real quick, you know, what would you say makes your company and projects unique and different compared to some of your peers out there?
So we got a great resource base, 144 million ounces of measured indicated silver equivalent, and about another 25 or 6 million ounces in the inferred category silver equivalent. And that's in 2 different deposits. We've got a third deposit that doesn't have a resource calculation on it yet. So we're already established a big silver inventory. And so we give a lot of leverage to the investor on the silver price itself. Add to that the exciting potential for discovery of high-grade veins on our 2 projects we're currently drilling. Our long history of success in finding new deposits, new properties, making new discoveries, and our success at being able to finance along the way, even in the bad markets. I think that distinguishes us pretty well.
And then from what you can tell us, what would you say are some of the company's value catalysts now for the rest of this year going into 2021?
Yeah, so the big one, the immediate one is going to be those drill results that are coming on Columba and Copalito. That will have the potential for the biggest immediate and large value add, let's say. The other thing, of course, is the silver price. So now we're looking at doing some work on our current resources advancing them towards making a decision on a PEA. So that'll be the next things that will be coming up for those projects. So those two things, there's a lot of variables here that can add a lot of value to our company.
Well, with that, where can my audience go and find everything they need to know to follow along the Kootenay Silver story?
Well, you can go to our website, www.kootenaysilver.com, and follow us there. And go see our ticker, KTN on the TSX Venture, and KOOYF on the over the counter in the US.
Very good. And that's KOOTENAY silver.com. James, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Good luck. Stay safe. And I look forward to our next update.
Thanks, Robert.
Thank you. Again, my name is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN.Network, and we are a proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metals Summit Beaver Creek, being held virtually this year. James will be there doing a presentation on Kootenay Silver. Thank you all for listening today.